What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to Ken Tech Outdoors. You know, I'm feeling real good about this here location that I fished many times before and caught some great numbers out of them, like just now. We just got in here and already we on them, YouTube. We're already on them, y'all. And we only been in here about probably not even 30 minutes yet. But this Lake Pasco, the entry was granted. Normally you can't get in here because the water's too low. And even with four-wheel drive, boy, you know, it's an incline. You'll probably see the truck here in a little while in the camera. But it's an incline to get into this compound. And this is an awesome place. Got big slabs in there. And we just started off with one right here. Nice little 11 and a half, 12 incher. And we just started, y'all. So hang tight. I'll be in and out the video because I want to keep the video short. So I'll be pausing here in a little bit. You know, we ain't getting no action. And when we get some action, I'll come back in. In the live well, get this guy back out there. We'll hang out for a minute. Man, I was so glad to see this water up. You know, yeah, we had enough. Got enough rain on this side of town to where I'm so glad it brought this lake up. Because there's some big specks in here where you can get in here and get them. So, like I said, we just started, and I'll be pausing here in a minute because I don't want to burn too much time. I want to kind of like do the editing, you know. When I catch, I bring y'all back in, stuff like that. So we'll hang out for about 5 minutes, you know. Hopefully we'll pick one up here again. We got him right here in this little area that I'm in right now, which is a deep area of the lake. You know, a little compound here, and nice 12, 13 feet. And then we got another good spot down there that's about the same depth. So we ain't dragging them too fast. Good speed. Now we just waiting on that pole to bend again. That was good. Place look good. Tell you one thing, I know I'll probably be on them. I don't want to say that, but man, the place this morning that's normally always got minnows was out of minnows this morning. I'm like, man, this can't be good. And then I get over here to check because I came over to check. You know, if I can get in, I can get in. But then again, if it's not high, the water's not high enough to where I ain't got to bait the boat down too far, you know, and get into, you know, kind of trouble getting out this thing because it's an incline, then it wasn't gonna happen. But I get over here and I'm able to get in here without minnows, man. I mean, it's good with minnows, but I don't, you know, me back in the day, I always fish artificial. That's how I always was. I was stubborn about bringing minnows. And you know, for my, you know, the whole thing, you know, in the career of fishing, you know, bring all your arsenal. Bring live bait, artificial, and live bait of many types. If you got three different live baits, type of baits, you know, so you can try them all, you know, especially on specs. You know how they behave. They so finicky, you know. All right, guys, I don't want to rack too much time up, so when they hit that pretty good, so I got a different setup. I ain't got one up here to show. Yeah, I do. I killed it. I killed with this color. What I got hooked up right now is a panfish assassin on a that willow leaf bladed bait that I showed you guys in one of the other videos. I got this hooked up on that blade. Both of them's got it. One's got a yellow head, and the other one's got a pink head. And we got chartreuse on one. Then we got the electric chicken on the other one. So we're running this. I know the chartreuse grub tail, I have done good in here on those. With this color, you see, I already got a chartreuse type bait right here. You know, the tube bait. I already got a chartreuse in this one. So Yeah, I done tore him up with this too. So, but boy, I sure missed the minnows, man. I mean, if I had the minnows, I'd have been over there at the little island, like it's like a little island type point over there. Then slammed them over there. So we got it. You know, you don't lose that confidence. So, I mean, because like I say, I look back, I do a review on myself how I used to come. I ain't never bring minnows with me, man. And like I was telling you in Westlake last week, I caught 45. No minnows involved on that. And that's the way I always went in. No minnows. And nothing against the minnows, but I was always artificial, and artificial got them. You know, that's one thing about artificial, but versus minnows, that's something I don't know how many, some people may think about. Then you got a whole lot of those that don't. Think about minnows. Minnows only one color. So minnows, sometimes they eat them up because they own them. But then with artificial, you got many colors you could choose from and give them a different look of a minnow type image to where they jump on and slam it. But yeah, so that's one thing about artificial. You know, you're working with yourself, dealing with your confidence. I told you about that. You better have confidence in what you're fishing, or else it's not going to work for you. Okay, y'all, I'm going to pause for a minute and come back when we get into them. All right, guys. We haven't had a hit since that last catch. But I only can pause. I think the pause only holds for about 7-8 minutes. I don't want that to end up because I'm not editing these videos. So we're going to let it ride for 5 minutes. It's 9:30 now. And we'll probably go back and pause again if that's what we will do. That's kind of like our manual editing. Well, however you want to see it. So to keep the video at a good, nice, decent time. And now, see, I still got the one that I just got a hit on, that I just caught the one on. And now we're working with because now chartreuse did good in here. I got a plan to use a different color. Now we're using one of the cream deals from the Walmart special on the pole over here. And we're gonna give it a fair try. Let's give it time to see what it can do. We're fixing to go down to another one of the hot areas that I caught them at. I just had something. I don't know if it's at the bottom or something, but we're gonna run down there. Cause we caught them here. We'll come back and check this, but we need to find them bundled up. The Garmin haven't showed anything yet, so we need to find them staked up. But boy, I haven't been in here in a minute, just because, like I say, the water's been low. It's hard to get in when the water's like that. Come on, whack it. Make sure there's nothing on this bladed jig over here. Oh, he's ready to go. Go out there and get him, boy. So yeah, we're gonna run right down here, right here in front of us, right here. And let's see what we're gonna do now. But let's see if we get hit before we get down there. It's that feeling, I tell you. I feel, I haven't been in here in a minute. Place looks really good, nice and still. And the cornerback over there, normally you hear a little runoff that comes in there from another little tributary on the other side. And I haven't heard that, so I tell you, I really would have loved to have had some minnows, man. I mean, lady came out and said, I hope you're not here for minnows. I say, yeah, I already knew. When you asked that, you said that way, I'm done. Say, yep. She said, man, I'm so sorry, I'm all out. Like, golly, man. Especially if I'm able to get in the pasco and I got in here. Dang. That's part of the arsenal. I bet y'all done caught 3 or 4 more by now with the minnows. And I tell you, and what I just said there, you can't let that, stuff you say, it'll kill your confidence. You see how you can talk yourself down, talk yourself up? I told you about that in the video. Mind attacks. So my shield just went up from, all right, Kenny, don't mind attack yourself, because, I'm going to still catch him. I'm going to catch him. I got in the Pasco. Pasco got him in here. And I don't see a lot of pressure here. There used to be some kayakers in here bass fishing. You know, just like I said on West Lake, you see them bass fishing. But this place here, pretty far as I know, I don't see nobody out there with specs. Like I come in here and get out them, you know, in the boat. But yeah, they're in here. And but yeah, man, I like, shoot, dang. But and I done had a lot of minnows in here, and then sat there to the point they didn't want them. After a while, I'll catch 4 or 5 of them, and that was it. And then I'll never forget that same day I was out here with one of the slammer, the assassin jigs I just showed you. That end of the day, man, I caught another 8 or 9 of them on that jig, and I had minnows on board. All right, boy, come on. This thing looks so good. I don't see a lot of action on it every now and then, and I'm surprised. I'm telling you, in no time, you know what the water degrees is in here? Still is. It went up a degree, 68 degrees. That is perfect stuff. You remember I was talking about that, between 65 and 70 degrees. That spec loves that. So right now they're gonna feed up because they know in the spring they're gonna spawn. In the springtime, well, here we're in Florida, here in South Florida area, you know, so they know they're gonna be spawning early around here. You know, we'll probably get a spawn around January. Right, January and February is our spawns happen, because that water's still in the 60s. But right now it's in the 60s. I ain't seen that in so long. So that was impressive to see that. So it's got a good water temperature. So what now that tells me, you know, it's got to warm up a little bit. It's still just right at 9:30 right now. So it warms up a little bit. Bam! You're gonna see these poles starting to bend. And like I said, I'm gonna keep it paused so I can keep it short. So when the action does happen, I'll be showing it to y'all. You know, we got one, and there's a whole lot more gonna come. I guarantee you in this joker here, boy. And we had a cold front that came through. Cold front just came through. Yep. All the knowledge, folks. Knowledge is power. Because if you don't know what to expect. You'll come in here and get all down because you don't have no knowledge how to dictate what's going on. And that's what you hear me going through right now. Bluebird skies, we just had a cold front a day or two ago, so they got to crank up because they respond to that cold front as if we're in New York somewhere. I mean, what I'm saying, these guys pick up on that the temperature fixing to drop. So let's say Thursday, they're probably feeding their behinds off in here. You got in here Thursday, and the water temperature still decent because of a little cool front we had earlier, you know, last week. They would have smashed me. I've been getting smashed right now. Not that I'm gonna get smashed today, but it's the bluebird sky. And boy, I tell you, fishing fresh or salt. Man, I've heard more negative talk about bluebird skies. Oh man, bluebird sky. It's a beautiful day, but for fishing, not so much. Why? Just had a high pressure system come through. We're getting into that corner, folks, before I'm getting ready to go into pause, because I'm going to let it run for 5 minutes. And then, man, I'm hoping to be catching here, and then we'll shut it off. But you see me, I'm totally aware, and I'm active watching the poles because I'm trolling. I got the troll now because I'd have been stationary if I had some minnows. So I'm trolling. This is a hard corner right here. I'm looking for these poles to bend. Yes, indeed. Couple more minutes, I'm going into pause. So let's hope we can show y'all a fish before I do that, and then I'll let it run. I'll let it run a little bit more, because I don't want to burn film on this. You know, the talk is knowledgeable, the talk is informational, but man, I'm ready. I'll come in here to catch, and I done caught one. So that's a good feeling. I'm spending a day. I'm spending a day in Pasco. I ain't been in Pasco in some months. Been a while. Andrew transformed Pasco too, because right here where I'm coming up to, I'll be already hitting the woods right about now. But so I'm gonna see that structure here on the Garmin in a minute, and I'm going right over. Man, I could be setting minnows up against this right here, y'all. Oh man, y'all ain't hear me, boy. I tell you, if I had some minnows, the minnow action, man, I can see that now. I done got even more compact. It looks better. These jigs gonna pick them up, though. These jigs just as deadly. They're gonna get them. Hell, I remember I was working a road warner and one chased it to the boat and hit it right here. That's giving me confirmation right there. Just let me know, yeah, you're going to get one of these jigs, Ken. Hang tight. Oh, yeah, I don't even see the structure. I don't even see that structure that used to be right here where I'm sitting at right now. Come on, boy. Pole ought to be bending in a minute, y'all. There it is. Golly, I see stuff too, y'all. I see stuff, y'all. Oh, man, I think I see him, y'all. I think I see him. Watch what I tell you. I think I see him. Oh, man, they ought to whack that. Yeah, that's not that. Oh, man, God, dog. Hit them. Come on, wipe that thing. I see y'all down. Oh, man, look at them. Let me slow him down a little bit. Man, that thing, but yeah, that was some fish there. They had to come back through there. Okay. Unless that was bait. That could have been bait, though. But if that's bait, they're close by. That bait, they're close by. Boy, I tell you, that trolling was charged up, man. We're going back through there. I got a plan, guys. I'm going to go to pause here once I pass through here. Let you guys pass through this here one more time with me. I got a plan. We're going to see what happens on that one. There's a lot of timber here, but that timber is gone, huh? Okay, I see the timber. I see the timber a little bit. Well, that's what that is. I see something down there. There we go, y'all. There we go. There we go. Come on in here, son. I told you they were in there. And they hit the cream. That's a nice speck. They hit the cream jig. So we're gonna pass back through there again. See, we knew they were in there. We're gonna go ahead and let the camera roll a little bit. Yep, there you go right there. I looked around, the pole was bent over. All right. As we know, he's not by himself. Now, what just happened right there? I'm running at 3. I'm running at number 3 on the Minn Kota. And when I came through there, I'm looking at my line. This is all like a this is 1/32 right here, jig head. And the line is riding high in the water column. So I said, let me break it down and let it drop a little bit. And right when I broke that speed down to 2, and it fell, bam, he probably nailed it. That's what he did. They were there, so we're gonna go see if we can get another one. Let's see if we can get another one. Do some modification here. We're running. So that told me, hey, you was running too fast. Okay. Well, now we're not. We're running at 2.5 now. We got to go down to 2. We'll go down to 2. So, like I told you, this combination is what killed when I had minnows one day, and they stopped eating them. They stopped eating the minnows, and I was fishing with this. Probably caught another 10 of them with this right here. That's a 16th. That's a 16th ounce head right there. I want to say that's a 1/8. That's a 16th. I think that's 1/8. I go to 16th right here. We're gonna put that 16th on, and we're gonna put this combination on again, y'all. We're gonna put this combination on again. Ooh wee! Man, I'd come up in the boat to get that if I was a spec. There he is. Watch it. Let's see what happened with him. That combination right there, a place called Lake Cal. You couldn't get me to troll nothing else. I was murdering the specs up in Lake Cal. Can't get in there no more. They done built like a $1 million house on the property. Had a boat house. A house was there before. And man, boat house, boat ramp. And I was fishing the little boat I told y'all about when I was just fishing with a trolling motor on the bike that I was very happy with because it was designed for places like this. That's what my mindset was, and I done told you that. I want to fish the private lakes. And you don't need no big motor, you know, 40, you don't need anything like that. How about I can get ready? I'm coming around there again. Come on around, big guy. Yeah, and that's what I had. I had my plan was I want to hit all these private lakes, you know, and even if it's about 6-7 acres, trolling motor, I'd still be good with it. And man, Lake Cal, I destroyed the specs with that combination I just put on. I'm cutting it close this time. Let me pick that speed up just to get out of this turn. So I picked that speed up to get out that turn. The turn's usually deadly. Spec can't stand that turn, boy. They hit that thing on a turn. Now I break him back down. I'm out of the turn. I break him back down and pull him through there. Not so fast. Pull him through there kind of slow like. And let's see what happens. I see the structure. We're coming into the structure again. Let's see. He's not by himself. You're not by yourself. we got? I see him. There they go. I see him. Damn, I thought that was a hit. I hit some structure on that one. God dog, yep, structure. See that? A little piece of wood. There we go, y'all. Damn, I'm hitting structure, ain't I? Oh, you know I'm coming back through here. No, I'm about to lose freaking pole. Some of the weirdest stuff happens, I tell you. Look at that. I see them all, man. Golly. Let me get back out there. Okay. What feet that is? 6 feet. They're not that deep. I'm gonna let it roll. I'm gonna let the film roll, y'all. We're gonna come right back around there one more time. Let me get this little piece of wood. See, I was too deep. I want to come just over that structure and then wipe the crap out of it. Cause they love to come up and get it, but they're not going down to get it too much. They're tied up against there, and that's a good spot over there, man. Let's see where we at. Get on around there. Back up in there, it's really good. Still jig it like I was planning on jigging it. That's what I was gonna do. Bike off of them and then throw a jig up in there and jig it. Spot lock and jig this thing here in a minute. See if I can pick up something that way. Pause for a minute, y'all, and I'll bring y'all back in a second here. All right, y'all, we're coming right back through this here hot zone. There they are coming into sight. Let's see if one of these poles go off, or both of them. Oh boy, we're swinging that jig right there in the strike zone. Oh man, that ought to get smoked. Yeah, look at all that structure, buddy. Thought that was it. I feel something up. Might be bluegill tapping at that panfish assassin. Come on, tag him. Damn, I hung on something. Ah, dog, I got hung up. Now I got to disrupt the area. Let me pause, y'all. All right, y'all, we over here getting hung up. You ain't fishing it hard. If you ain't getting hung up, you definitely ain't fishing it hard. So I'm gonna close out this video here in a minute, and we'll probably look at it. I see some pretty exciting stuff right there. About 8 feet up in there, so. Yeah, we already got 30 in on this baby here. And look at that, there it is. There go all that structure we was talking about. There go all that structure sitting down there about 11 feet. Nobody wipe it. So, our plan for them to take this. We're gonna probably end up doing 2 videos on this. We've been in pasco in a minute. So all right, guys, if they haven't split it already, we're gonna go ahead and close out, and then we're gonna go into part 2. And y'all see we done already located them. They're in this area. Caught another one up there. So as this thing warms up, the bite's gonna warm up. So we're gonna go back and bang this area a little bit. A couple other areas in here that are hot, and begin that part 2 video. All right, guys, like, share, and subscribe, and leave your comments too, in case there's something you don't know you want to know. And if I know it, then I'll let you know it, and then we'll both know it. All right, guys. Okay, so I'm gonna close this video out, and like we told you, we're gonna start traveling, and this is pretty much close by. Nice 40-minute drive, to get over here to Pasco, and this little place right here is always secluded. See, I got it to myself. And this is the kind of stuff, like I said, the boat, the trolling on there. This is what I was planning for. Find the out-of-the-way spots, that are, that turns intimidates. So I ain't going in through there, that kind of stuff. You need forward drive, stuff that there. If again, if you know what you're doing, forward drive and all that, it'll help you. But you can have forward drive and not know what you're doing. We ain't gonna get into that. But I'm just saying, you can have this equipment because it looks good and it's shiny and a nice image, but you don't know anything about it. So the deal is, that's my design in the spec fishing world. I like to fish the out of the way places. Grew up in the false pit land, and out of the way places in the false fake pits. And got to watch. I don't want to prowl into the bushes there, but yeah. And that's the kind of places I like to fish. So I have it to myself like this, and and full of fish, full of big specks, bass they want, but I'm in there for the specks, big shell cracker bluegills, stuff like that. All right, I'm going off in that part 2 video. Like, share, and subscribe, and leave your comment again in case there's something you want to know you don't know, and if I know it, we'll both know it. All right, guys, we'll see you in number 2. All right, see you.